Welcome back to the video. So today, I don't think I've quite made a video for it yet, so let's get into that with this intro. Drop G35 07 coupe. It's obviously it's dirty, right? But body wise, I mean, it's clean. Interior's pretty clean. Yes, it's in shambles, but so, you know, everything will clean up nice. So, as you can tell, the problem is it's an automatic. This side, same way, nice, you know, everything's straight. No creases, no dents. I mean, not even really any dings that I can tell, but obviously we got to get this cleaned up. We'll get into that later. Here's the junk auto trans. So now I just picked up this 350Z 6-speed manual. I should have started taking videos before I literally stripped it. But I was just working and was like, oh, you know what, I should film this for YouTube. Here I am. So we're about to do a automatic conversion on a G35. This is a donor's car. It's the easiest way. Yes, you can go grab the parts separate. There's a little bit more to buy a whole car, but you can sell some of the parts, kind of level up. You're going to be in the same, depending on the area, you know, probably 8 to 12 area, maybe 8 to 15, depends on how much you buy new, if you buy just a pedal. So as you can see, we have reservoir, and I'm in here. I'm pulling the shifter out now, and I'm about to do the drive shaft next. Let's get this. Now, probably I should have set up and filmed and did like a time lapse or something for you guys, some cool edits of pulling all this apart. Yes, I should have. I'm working on it. So with that being said, this is kind of a in-between project. We're still working on this. As you can see, it's clearly starting to come together. All this is about to be blocked off and get ready for the final primer, but I won't get into that too much. Yeah, nothing's wrong with it. I don't know, I've had it for 12 years and there's not really much left to do on it. I do plan to tear it completely apart and make it even cleaner. Somebody hit me a couple years back, kind of messed up the front end a little bit, but we'll get into that when it comes time for that. That's a couple years away. But the good thing about this is I got, you know, the front subframe, the rear subframe. So I keep putting my phone close, I'm sorry. With all the arms, knuckles, everything. Motor, unknown, runs. Thing, as you can tell, also being buried in things. But all that'd be a good swap for that. I haven't decided. I'm stuck between either K swap or VQ swap, but I also kind of want to do an SR in it. I just don't know. I really want to keep it 4-cylinder, honestly, but that's a later project as well. There's a bunch of stuff laying around. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna get into pulling this and let's get to it. And just like that, it's gone and we have a mess. So now it's time to pull the other G over here. Normally how I got this little like D-ring hook anchored in the concrete here. So I run a tow strap from that, run it out to here, and then I put my truck and strap kind of like over through this area. I just drive forward, it pulls the car. We're about to work on that now. Maybe I'll try to get you guys up on a stand, get some sort of little video of that kind of happening, and let's get that car here. That way we can do a manual swap. So stay tuned, because I'm gonna try to do as much information on this as I can, but also, I don't know, try to keep it chill. Let's get to it. Alright, well, it has been a task. We're almost So I'm about to straighten out these wheels and get it in here a little bit better. If I need to scoot the back end a little bit, I can just jack up the diff and just kind of slide it over with my jack. Much better. So if I need to move the back, I'm gonna slide it over, straighten out the wheels a little bit. So I actually did something a little bit easier this time. I still used the truck. I rode it out of the back and it kind of got stuck straight there. I was hoping it to come up a little bit higher and then I could just swoop the front end. That didn't work. So I hooked a ratchet strap to the tire, drug it out, and then I went and got my brother's old ATV winch. And when I say old, this is like one of the first ones that Harbor Freight made. It's not even a Badland. I don't know, but here it is. Welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, you can probably hear my YouTube playing in the background, but we have a lifted G35. Psych. So it's time to start getting all this thing prepped. Kind of pretty soon I'm gonna go through it and just make sense of all the crap that's in here. Hopefully a center console tomorrow. That's kind of one of the main and only pieces that I think I'm missing. Obviously for the e-brake stuff, because this has a floor e-brake. And we have most of our manual stuff hanging out over here. Pull the pedal, clutch line, master slave, all that off of the parts donor car. And I haven't decided if I want to cut out the center tunnel and weld all that in yet. We'll see. I might have something else in mind, something a little bit more budget friendly, or just kind of get it done, right? But still do it in a sense that is somewhat correct. So with that being said, got them fresh 6-ton jack stands. Trust me, if you're a little bit bigger or a little bit taller, you're going to want that for the height. As you can tell, there's no trans in here. We still have to pull out the automatic shifter stuff and do a little trimming there, but we'll get into that later. Automatic transmission out. You get the automatic flywheel. I think there's a starter hanging under here somewhere, or maybe it's in the car. I have no idea, honestly. I could have sworn I seen it hanging under here, but there's no telling. So obviously we're gonna have these bolts to get out, and they've been exposed to the elements, so should be fun. Hopefully this Bauer will do it. I'm sorry, I just didn't want to spend the money on the Milwaukee. I got tons of Milwaukee things, but if it gets the job done and for quite literally a quarter of the cost, doesn't hurt my feelings. So with that being said, I'm about to pop these bolts off and kind of get that done, locate starter wires. We got these automatic transmission lines here to deal with. And then that kind of takes care of what I got to do under here. Got to pull this out. My brother has one of those little slide hammer things, so I'm gonna go grab that a little bit later. And once that's off, I'm gonna try to get inside the car, get it cleaned up, get the shifter out, and then I'm going to separate that motor, that transmission, flywheel, clutch kit. Supposedly all of that's fairly new and good. If not, we will be replacing it. It looks like we have a little bit of oil here. I can't quite tell. It kind of actually looks like it's coming all the way down from the valve cover gaskets. Phone's not wanting to focus too well today, but I'm actually tomorrow morning to actually get this phone repaired. Well, as most people know, their phones, they break. So with that being said, we're gonna get this off, get a better look at it. We might be doing a remain seal. There's a bunch of videos on that, so I might not cover that in the video really, but we'll see, right? They say just film it. But there's also 1.5 hours of footage that I'm probably never going to do anything with on my phone. And with that being said, let's get to it.
I just want to remind everybody, we're removing the injector. This is number 2. So you have your other one.
Well, that was number 3. So we're still have 1 left. And it's number 1.
This is one we need to lift. But let's see if this old Harbor Freight deal will pull any of these off. And somehow got crap in my eye. Never fails. Oh wow, okay, there's one. Like 2. All right. Oh man, I'm gonna use this for a second, guys. I think I got it out of there. So yeah, so don't be afraid to grab something cheap. I'm pretty happy with that. It popped them off, no issues. So all of them are, as you can tell, finger loose. The rust wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna pull this off and we'll get a look behind the automatic flywheel. Actually, let me move a few things here. Love this little kit here. I don't really have much half-inch stuff, so everything half-inch I have is basically this. And I got it from a pawn shop. I think I made a an $80 offer and they accepted it. So as you can tell, the sticker's still on there. I've had it for a couple years. I haven't had to use it too much, but this is your little automatic bolt. Little ring right there. It's already off. I'm probably going to regret trying to do this with one hand, but no, that ain't too bad. And there we have it. So that's your automatic disc. It's actually in pretty decent shape, I guess. So that's that. Rear main seal. Actually, it looks like it's been done recently. But we'll look more into that. I don't see a starter hanging out in here, so it must be in the vehicle somewhere. Either that or it got ripped off on the trailer. Hopefully not. But yeah, you can definitely see that the valve cover seals are leaking. I do plan to do aluminums on it, so no biggie, that'll come soon. So next thing is to get this out so we can use our pilot bushing for the manual. You can tell it is grody. Kind of like a chocolate donut. So I guess it's time to get inside the car, and maybe I'll stick it in the window or something, get a little bit of footage for you guys. I am stuck in here upside down. Much better than my 3-ton jack stance. I don't have any on the back right now, so this is just, you know, just the front's jacked up. Obviously I can get more height for it, and these things are barely lifted up. They do have these little locks, so hey, whatever works. It's I've had a car dropped on me before, so I kind of like jack stands now. I will probably end up jacking up the back a little bit later. We'll see. This is enough room, honestly, but I might just jack up the front a little bit more and I'll probably be just fine. So with that being said, let's get to the interior. Just like that, we're in. Oh, that right there was a climb. I need to get this thing out of my way and some things over here. See if the starter's in here. Because if not, I guess it's lost somewhere. So let's get that stuff out of here. Found it. So we're still just pulling some stuff out. Automatic shift arm. Believe it or not, I went to the junkyard to see if they had any manual stuff, and I came across this old strut bar, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, so now it's time to start pulling that apart. Well, it's getting real humid out here today. Looks like we got some clouds moving in. So this thing is still dirty. We haven't done anything to it. I figured I'll leave it dirty until I'm done doing the manual conversion. That way this doesn't get on the paint as much, to kind of get on this film that's already all over the car. I think the worst thing about this car is obviously this headlight. I do have some that I just picked up, and they were 50 bucks. These are just some like aftermarket ones, LED, HID, you know, the whole nine. Looks like it's plug and play. They work, no idea. He said they did. If they don't work, it's probably something with this ballast here. That being said, I'm gonna go pull that center console. Air hammer makes this much easier. Still taking apart, but we move. She's manual. All right, we're back with another crappy video, I guess. Might be too much light. There we go. I got my headset on. I'm playing some video games, but while I'm out here, I just wanted to kind of do an update video. Haven't done much. It's been a couple days. It's probably not going to pick up too well in here. No, it's not. Come on, where you at, buddy? There you are. Still in shambles. Basically, what the plan is to finish obviously all that stuff. I'm looking for a center console currently, and I still need to top off some trans fluid, exhaust gaskets. I just got some exhaust gaskets in, and trying to go through it, button everything else up. I need to put the e-brake in. I just went and got all that stuff out of the parts car today. We still have this busted headlight. When I say busted, it's just a little cracked on the top. We do have replacement headlights. My buddy's got one that actually matches this, and then his other one is completely different. So instead of me swapping out both of these, I might just trade him the set, take his one, and then my other buddy can probably use his oddball driver. We'll see where that goes. Out here still a mess. Got this right here for the motor on the ground out of the parts car. Engine hoist is still way out there. These 6-ton jack stands were oh so nice when you're under it working on a transmission, and it's not out here, it's actually in the garage. But let me borrow his little transmission jack. That was also much nicer than a jack in your 2 feet, you know, bear wrestling it up there, pushing it, you know. So definitely one of the easier transmissions I've done in a while. And with that being said, this thing is so absolutely freaking dirty. I have not washed it. I want to do a wash on it, but as you can tell, I sprayed it off. Now obviously I just sprayed it off, and sadly I'm doing this at night, so you can't even really tell the full scope. It still is. But with that being said, I'm gonna go back inside. I'm gonna finish playing some video games, get in Discord with the friends, and I'll be out here, let's see, over the next probably week, an hour to a day after work or something, and then hopefully be done by the weekend. If not, I'll button it up on the weekend, and I'll be sure to bring you guys along. Until next time, or next clip, I'll catch you then. Working on the e-brake, you're going to want to square up that hole. We'll get with that later. You want to pop that out. You want to push this in from the bottom, because the dry shaft there is kind of hard to get through. If your dry shaft is off, you're fine to not have to kind of skip this step. And then our boot, just trimmed it down. And then I'm probably just going to create 2 tab brackets to hold this down. But for now, I got to go underneath, hook that up, and run it back through. Today's goal is to, here's like part of the old automatic. The goal is to get the e-brake in. If I get lucky and the light stays out long enough, looks like some storms might be rolling in. There we go. Looks like some storms might be rolling in, so I want to get the e-brake in. If I can get the brake pedal in, that'd be great too. And then that just leaves me having to do the exhaust gasket, swap out the intake tube, top off the transmission fluid. I still need to finalize the neutral safety switch and do the reverse lights. We're going to take the plug, we'll do the reverse lights. Most people run it to the reverse relay. I'm going to run it to the reverse wires that run to that relay that's in the automatic plug that's under the chassis. Kind of makes sense just to run it from there back to the trans. It's all right there. So hopefully I film it. With that being said, this is just another added clip to this montage for a YouTube video. Watch this thing, you see it's a mess. But we're going to do the exhaust gaskets because this thing is loud. Yeah, you read that correctly, 234. Do the exhaust gaskets, this thing quiet down, and then we'll be done with it for a while. We'll drive it, see what it needs from there, probably do oil change and bleed the brakes. Probably gonna do brakes and rotors. They're pretty. I've driven it around once or twice and got the layer of rust off, and you can really see kind of how crappy they are. And we get to get back. So with that being said, until the next clip or until the next video, however this turns out, I'll catch you on the flip side. Back with another video. So what is the deal with clips? Like, do people just not know how to put clips back? I mean, who needs them, right? Who needs them? It's just clips.
Whoever knew I'd be this good at hiding my emotions into December. Calendar almost over, trimming back the fat, see without baggage while bagging groceries. Working on self-improvement, cause ruined the habit.